Mayadhal daw, good day Buksuwans, the Philippines and the world. Welcome to Botanica Talks, a podcast series of Bukidnon State University. I am Dr. Leslie Casas Lubos, botanist, professor, and director of the Buksu Botanical Gardens and Herbarium. Today's episode takes us beyond the discovery space and into the broader system of science and governance that supports research and innovation across communities. We are honored to welcome Ms. Ritchie Mae Guno, Provincial Director of the Department of Science and Technology, or DOST, Bukidnon. As the country's primary science and technology agency, DOST plays a critical role in driving research, innovation, and technology adoption across the Philippines. From agriculture and food security to digital innovation and climate adaptation, DOST bridges scientific research with real-world impact. Director Guno, welcome to Botanica Talks and thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank you so much. Isang makaagham na araw sa ating lahat. Thank you very much for having me here.
Director Ritchie, may I kindly ask, for those who may not be familiar, what is the role of the Department of Science and Technology in supporting science, technology, and development in your region? And how is this similar to science agencies in other countries?
Well, the Department of Science and Technology is mandated by law to provide central direction, leadership, and coordination of scientific and technological efforts in the country. Well, DOST is unique because it embodies the principle of, in our language, it's agham na ramdam. Science that is felt by the people. Unlike many other science agencies abroad that often focus on high-level research or industry partnership, DOST deliberately ensures that its programs reach the grassroots or the marginalized sector of the society. Its role is not only to fund research, you know that, but to translate that research into solutions that communities can directly use. So whether that's climate resilient crops for farmers, disaster warning systems for vulnerable areas, or livelihood technologies for small enterprises. So this people-centered approach sets DOST apart, like while agencies like in the US or Japan that drives innovations primarily through academic and industrial channels. So DOST places equal weight on community impact and inclusivity, diba? So it ensures that science is not confined to laboratories, but becomes a live reality in farms, in schools, local industries. So in short, what makes DOST different is its commitment to making science accessible, practical, inclusive, that is solutions opportunities for all.
Okay, so this is a great way for us to begin so everyone can clearly understand what DOST really does. This will help us appreciate how science connects communities here and abroad. Director Ritchie, may I ask, what is DOST's current research and development agenda, particularly in relation to agriculture, food security, and environmental sustainability?
Well, DOS's current research and development agenda focuses on agriculture, food security, and environmental sustainability. Its priority includes developing climate resilient crops, improving post-harvest facilities, our value chain technologies, and promoting precision farming tools. So to boost productivity. So one of the in the environmental side, it emphasizes climate change adaptation and sustainable resources management, and of course, our green technologies for the industry. And we also focus on the harmonized research and development agenda in the country, focusing on the different priority sectors in the region.
Our listeners are surely curious about the direction DOST is taking today. This gives us a glimpse of how research priorities are carefully planned. It also shows how science responds to the needs of society and the environment. Director Ritchie, I'd love to hear your perspective on how DOST's research agenda guides its work with local communities and farmers to improve agriculture and food production in line with global best practices.
Well, of course, DOS's research agenda is designed to the community-oriented and farmer-focused. If we say farmer focused, by prioritizing these areas like climate resilient crops, post harvest technologies, and precision farming tools, the agenda ensures that the scientific research, what our researchers in what they are doing, is not confined to laboratories, as I said earlier, but translated into practical solutions for the communities. And we, from the provincial office of DOST, transform that or transfer the technologies in the communities. Our farmers can benefit directly from these innovations to improve their yields, reduce losses, and make production more sustainable. No?
Okay. So this helps us see how ideas and policies reach the grassroots level. Many farmers wonder how research actually supports them on the ground. And this reminds us that science becomes meaningful when it serves people. Director Ritchie, with your experience in public service, may I ask how science through DOST and similar agencies worldwide is helping farmers adapt to challenges such as climate change, natural disasters, and changing weather patterns?
Okay, so how science, no, through the UST and similar agencies worldwide helping our farmers adopt these challenges? Well, we have one program, the Community Empowerment Through Science and Technology, of which we partnered with local government units. DOST brings science directly to the communities with our partnership. Of course, the local government unit knows exactly their location, their constituents. So, for example, in our farmers, this means access to climate resilient crops. We have here in Bukidnon, we have coffee, we have abaca, and cacao, and also training on sustainable farming practices. We have also one council, that's Picard, no, who takes care of that, and technologies like early warning systems. We partnered with local government unit to help them, no, decide and mitigate, no, and response to the climate in the area. So like typhoons and rainfall. So this project strengthen local resilience and ensure that farmers can adapt to unpredictable weather.
Climate change affects everyone, especially our farming communities. This is something many families are experiencing firsthand. It's encouraging to know that science is helping farmers prepare and adapt. Director Ritchie, may you kindly share a simple example of a DOST supported technology or innovation that has made farming more efficient or sustainable?
We have climate resilient rice varieties, directly addresses one of the northern Mindanao's most pressing vulnerabilities, weather related crop losses. With Bukidnon being highly agricultural and exposed to both El Nino driven droughts or La Nina related to flooding, having rice varieties that can survive submergencies or dry spells means farming don't lose an entire season's investment. that directly reduces poverty risk at the household level. We have one also, a portable moisture meter for grains. No, is brilliant example of the US's practical, very practical community level innovation. Post harvest losses are silent killer of farm income in the Philippines. So farmers often sell wet grain at a discount, or worse, lost stocks to mold or spoilage during storage. So a simple, affordable tool that tells a farmer right there in the field or in the bodega, shall we say, whether their grain is ready for sale, storage, removes a major income leak. So it's low tech in appearance, but high impact in outcome. So for those who would like to know about technologies available for adoption, we have the OST, a compilation of all DOST supported and funded technologies developed by our local innovators. So this can be accessed through our DOST Technology Hub.
So we always enjoy hearing real stories from the fields. Examples like this make science easier to understand. They also show how small innovations can create big changes. Director Ritchie, may I ask, are digital tools such as mobile apps, drones, or smart sensors being used in agriculture under DOST programs? And how these tools help farmers in practical terms?
Yes, DOST programs are increasingly using digital tools like mobile apps or drones, and of course, smart sensors to modernize agriculture. And of course, we have Sarai. You know, have you heard about
Yeah,
Sarai?
yeah.
Yeah, Sarai. And it gives farmers the real time weather forecast and crop advisories and planting schedules, helping them make informed decisions.
Mm.
So just like drones are used for aerial monitoring of farms, allowing quick detection of pests and diseases. And of course, in water stress across large areas. Smart sensors measure soil moisture, temperature, nutrient levels, and guiding farmers on how much to irrigate or fertilize.
Technology is now being part of everyday farming. It's exciting to see how digital tools are improving productivity. This shows that farmers are keeping up with global trends. Director Ritchie, may I ask, how does DOST support farmers in managing pests, plant diseases, and crop health? And how does this compare with international practices?
Like in the Philippines, we have the integrated pest management. Partly on the biological control, we have that using beneficial insects, fungi, or bacteria to suppress pest population. Another is, of course, we have the cultural practices from crop rotation, intercropping, and proper field sanitation to reduce pest habitants. Another is the resistant varieties. We are promoting climate resilient and resistant crops developed by our local R&D. And we are promoting no to use minimal to use a minimal on use of chemical use. Pesticides are used only when necessary, reducing cost and protecting farmer health and the environment. That's our priority. And of course, we have our farmer training, capability building. Programs like DOST CEST, or the Community Empowerment Through Science and Technology, and our Sarai, which provides our grassroots education, pest forecasting, and digital advisories to guide farmers in real time using our satellites. And in comparison with the international practices, well, globally, the IPM is also the standard promoted by our agencies like the USDA and FAO. But what makes the Philippine approach distinct is its community-based delivery. Through DOST's philosophy, we are rallying on agaham na ramdam philosophy. The IPM is not just a policy, no? but a hands-on program with training, tools, technologies brought directly to our small farmers, and even in the far-flung areas, the GIDA areas. So this IPM pest management is inclusive, practical, and sustainable, aligning with the global best practices while being deeply rooted in local realities.
So healthy crops mean stable food and better livelihoods. This is a major concern for many farmers. Science plays a big role in preventing serious losses. Director Ritchie, I'd love to hear from you. Among the DOST supported agriculture or plant related projects in your region, which one are you most proud of and why?
Yeah, one of the very successful projects we have in uh, far-flung areas, in the GIDA areas, we have this project. It's a value chain project, coffee value chain stages. No, we have supported an IP community in Migtulod, and if you say value chain, that's from production to the marketing. Farmers grow coffee trees, often smallholder lang. DOSC supports with a climate resilient varieties, training, of course, in partnership with our counterpart, the Department of Agriculture and the local government unit. And after that, through post-harvest facilities, from drying, fermentation, and critical for quality of beans. So DOST provides a mechanical dryer and moisture meters and other equipment for their processing to ensure that the beans meet the standard. Now, going to the processing, beans are hulled, roasted, and ground. So DOST helps the association acquire a roasting machine, grinding equipment, plus training. And of course, let's not forget the food safety and quality assurance.
Yeah.
So we have an in-house food tech here. We have our food safety team, and we provide capacity building. Another is the packaging and marketing. So DOST does not limit only to the processing, no, but of course the value is added when coffee is branded and packaged attractively. DOST supports enterprise development, which is helping our farmers move from raw bean to the suppliers, to producers of roasted and packaged coffee. So now after that is being packed, it will be distributed. So they distribute to the market, or they have the access to market, linking cooperatives or this association to the local. We have also assisted under our setup, the Small Enterprise Technology Upgrading Program. We have assisted processors of coffee. So we are connecting them, no, from the local. So aside linking them to the market outside of Region 10 or outside of Bukidnon, we have also export buyers because Bukidnon now is known for coffee. Yeah, best coffee in the world, no, in the world. So Philippine coffee can compete internationally. So why this is very, very close to our hearts? Because farmers earn more by moving up the value of the value chain, not just selling raw beans, but producing finished products. Well, the US's role is unique because it combines science, technology, and enterprise development at the grassroots level, ensuring that our farmers benefit directly from the intervention.
So this questions allows us that to hear personal and meaningful stories. Behind every project is hard work and dedication. These experiences often inspire others to continue serving. Director Ritchie, may you kindly share for young people interested in plant science, environmental studies, or agriculture technology, what opportunities DOST offers and how these are similar to programs in other countries?
Well, DOST offers training programs. No, we have the Science Education Institute or SEI. They provide scholarship grants, internships, and exposure to agricultural research and development projects across the country or even
Mm.
outside the country. These are comparable to international opportunities. No, research experience for undergraduates or the EU Horizon programs, which nurture our young scientists. We have programs for the young innovators, scientists, and we have also the Balik Scientist program. We are sending them back to the country. So the US is supporting this also.
So this is especially for our young listeners tuning in today. Many students are looking for guidance and inspiration, and it's good to know that science careers are within reach. Director Ritchie, may I ask, does DOST provide scholarships, research grants, or thesis support for students working on plant-related studies?
Yes, definitely. The UST provides scholarships, thesis grants, and research funding for students in plant science, agriculture, or even environmental studies. So these programs aim to build a pipeline of future researchers. Every year, we have a call for proposals.
Hmm,
Even you,
yeah.
even your co-teachers, co-faculty submitted to DOST some proposals for funding.
So financially support is very important for many students, and this information can open doors for future researchers. It shows that talent and dedication are being supported. Director Ritchie, may I ask who can apply for DOST research programs and what types of research topics are usually encouraged at the national and global levels?
Researchers from universities, government institutions, even private organizations can apply to this scholarship or this opportunity. Topics encouraged include, of course, our priority, food security, climate resilience, biodiversity conservation, and sustainable technologies. And reflecting both the national priorities and the global challenges. We have also I've mentioned earlier, the harmonized R&D agenda. This was drafted way back, 2022 to 2028. The program is formulated for these years.
Many people are interested in research but don't know where to begin. This helps clarify the process and requirements. It also encourages more participation in science. Director Ritchie, finally, may you share with us what message you would like to give to young people in the Philippines and around the world who want to pursue science and help improve agriculture and food security in their communities?
Sir, science is a powerful tool for change, right? By pursuing studies in agriculture, plant science, or environmental sustainability, young people help secure food systems and protect communities, which that's our rallying, no? My message is to our youth or to our young generations: your curiosity and innovation can feed nations. That's very, very important. Remember that. And safeguard the planet. Yeah. We have only one planet.
Yes.
Start where you are right now and let science be your contribution to a better future.
This is not just about choosing a career, but about choosing to make a difference. To our young listeners, this is your moment to listen, reflect, and dream bigger. Science needs your voice, your creativity, and your leadership. The future is in your hands, so rise, be bold, and let your journey begin today. Thank you for joining us today on Botanica Talks. Our conversation with Director Ritchie Mae Guno reminds us that science is not limited to findings. produced in experimental settings. It is about transforming lives, strengthening communities, and building a better future. From our farmers in the fields, to our students in classrooms, to our researchers in institutions, science connects us all with one shared purpose: to protect our environment, secure our food systems, and serve our people. To our young listeners, your curiosity matters, your voice matters, and your dreams matter. The future of agriculture, innovation, and sustainability begins with you. So stay curious, stay committed, stay courageous. This is Dr. Leslie Casas Lubos. Until next time, keep exploring, keep discovering, and above all, keep safeguarding the richness of our natural and cultural heritage for future generations. Only here on Botanica Talks.